Hey guys, welcome back.
Are you gonna Bampot?
Definitely, I would agree with that. And I've actually got a huge list of questions here for you, things that I've been dying to ask about anyway. So this is gonna work out perfectly.
Check. That should be it now, actually. Let's. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Every week there's something else, is there?
So, but we'll have to explain that again now.
All right, I'll just go. Hey, folks, how's it going? We're back once again. It's episode 5. It's unfortunately just the two of us, but that might work out to be a good thing because we are the most interesting people that are ever here. Anyway, isn't that right, Atticus?
Completely agree. Yeah, and I've got a huge list of questions here for you as well, things I've been dying to ask. So, yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah. So I obviously have a YouTube channel. I used to stream a bit. So it might be interesting to speak about that. Aye. So we just get into it.
Yeah, let's jump into it. Yeah,
Let's
okay.
jump into it.
I'll get the first question ready then. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
My first question is then, I guess, let's see, what would be the best one to start with? Would be, my favorite,
Oh, I've just set up Craig to join the place. I forgot about this fella.
big button. So, my favorite series on your channel, because back then I had never played League before, but I never missed an episode of Muzly Talks.
Beep.
That, that word there. And you stopped it, and I was gutted because I would actually go out my way to look for it on YouTube, like every day that you would upload it.
Oh.
Why did you stop doing it?
A number of reasons. First of all, it was taking up too much of the time, like to read up about the things that had happened that week, to then formulate a kind of a plan for the video, write the script sort of thing, and then to record it and then edit it. That was my entire week's worth of computing time. Every week I get a Sunday to myself for about 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours. Mostly 3 hours, actually, now that I think about it. I used to get more, but so that's my entire computing time to record videos and make videos. So one reason I stopped it is because that was taking up all the time. And then when I looked back on the videos, I was like, they weren't even that great. They were, like, some of them popped off, some of them were really good, and I was quite happy with them. But then the views kept dwindling, and sometimes there were just slow weeks. So, and because I don't know, because it was a regular thing, I really did not want to miss a week. So even around like Christmas and New Year, I was putting in videos, and it just never really struck the right notes that I felt it should have been. Started off strongly and then just went downhill consistently. Despite me upping the production value by getting a good camera, better microphones, by doing slightly better, in my opinion, editing, I just never got the same buzz as I did in the first 10 to 20 episodes. So I binned it.
It was a good way for people that don't play League, though, to actually watch your channel and get viewers in that aren't people that play League. Do you have any plans for the future for anything similar like that to make your channel more accessible?
No. Short and simple. I'm sticking with League. I think League's the only game I play, and because people follow me, well, the people that do follow me for League, mostly for the skins, like Hextech crafting, because I unbox a heap of skins, get a load of skins. I've just realised I'm not even checking if anyone's in chat or anything. Hey, Thorners is in the chat. Hi, Thorners. Hi, Thorners. A previous guest on the show, in the chat, no less. So people know me from League of Legends, so I don't think I'll stray from League of Legends again. I've done it in the past. Things like vlogs are quite interesting, and they're very like they're not very niche. What would be the opposite? General, very general. So like anybody could watch it and follow and be interested, and might follow for me rather than League of Legends. But at the moment, no plans to change my current content. None. Not until I get either way more time to do it, or if I somehow, I don't know, got way more popular because of a specific thing, then I would like follow the views. Because the whole reason I make content is for people to see it. So if nobody wants to see it, I'll not bother making it. And the only thing people want to see from me seems to be League of Legends stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. I've started to find as well, like on my specific channel, like there is certain things that is getting more views, and it is best to stick with it to grow. My spooky content is doing way better than anything I've ever done from editing tutorials, and obviously the editing tutorials were only to pull in the viewers in the first place.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna stick with that myself.
Speaking of your spooky content, I personally enjoyed that the most, even though I'm not into spooky stuff. I don't know what it was, but there was something about that, particularly was it the Warlock Stone thing that you were speaking about?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not my thing. I would never normally watch this sort of stuff, but I watched it because it was you, and I was hooked from the get-go. So I was like, this is like, you should do more of this.
Yeah, I got like 30% more subs off that video than I had previously, and I think it was because I was enjoying myself more.
Yeah,
that was it.
Well, speaking of enjoying yourself, the one before that was one of my favorite videos of yours was when you were speaking. It was about a date that went wrong, and you just were constantly laughing, and I could not help but laugh as well. I can't remember what happened, but it caused you to laugh quite a lot.
Oh yeah. I lined up a date with this really hot Italian girl, and like smoking hot Italian. And I was leaving her a voice note, and I pushed the button to record the voice note.
Oh, and
I just huge burp into the voice note, and I let go of the voice note, and it said, and I was just like, oh my god, like this like Italian bird that should be out of my league who's smoking hot. I just randomly sent her a huge long burp after she just agreed to go on a date with me, and I was just like, what in the hell have I done? That is like the stupidest crap ever. Yeah, that was insane.
I love that video. I watch a lot of YouTube when I'm in my bed, and I was watching it when I was in my bed, and my wife was next to me, and I was just peeing myself laughing listening to you tell the story, because you were enjoying yourself so much telling the story. And I think it's the same with the Warlock Stone video, that you enjoyed it so much that it was infectious, and I think that's what hooked me in.
No, I think you're totally right, because like I did another one like a couple of days later about another castle, but I'd had very little sleep, and then I wasn't quite enjoying it as well, and that one didn't really pop off at all in the slightest. But I think he's kind of like have to be in the mood to film and also be enjoying it as well. And the burp one I was really enjoying because I recorded it straight after I sent the burp. So I was still mortified that I just sent a burp to this Italian hottie.
Molto bene.
She actually bailed on the date as well after that.
I'm not surprised.
so smooth, and I just sent her a burp.
She must have been thinking, I cannot believe I agreed to go on a date with this guy.
That's madness. Okay, so I'll jump into the
Next question.
Next question, yeah. The next question is, you were flown out to the YouTube Space LA by Riot, where there was loads of famous YouTubers there.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about that, and then I'll ask some more questions as we go along about that.
Yes, this is quite an interesting one. 2017, what a year. My wife was heavily pregnant. We'd booked a holiday to Florida for the summer. And then I got an email that looked like a scam. It looked like a scam. It was just a Gmail account. Was it a Gmail account? No, it was from a Riot account at riotgames.com, but it looked very suspicious. And so I made a video about it saying, oh, guys, check this. I just got an email from Riot Games, like, oh, it's definitely Riot Games. Look at this. Don't fall for this. He's offered me an inclusive, what would you call it? An all expenses paid trip to LA to meet some of the biggest creators on the planet. And there was little old me with like, I think I had 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers at the time, which, I mean, for me, that was massive. But when you've been invited to an all expenses paid trip by Riot Games, I just thought, no, this is nonsense. But the guy replied and says, yeah, just watched your video. No, it is real. Please take down the video because you've exposed all of our email addresses. And I was like, oh my God. First of all, this is real. I'm going to LA. But then I've just exposed real Riot employees' email addresses. I'm probably going to be banned from the game for life. And then, so I told my wife, I was like, this is real. Can we go? Can we go? She says, when is it? When is it? It was smack bang in the middle of the holiday to Florida. So she said, nope, I'm heavily pregnant. You're not leaving me in Florida on my own for 3-4 days. So I begged and begged, groveled, and then my wife's sister came with us to keep her company while I was in LA. So I went to LA during the holiday, had an amazing time. We met I was 30 creators. So I met 29 other League of Legends creators, met a bunch of Riot staff, had a tour of the place. We made videos. The whole point was to make videos. So we were put into groups. We made videos. We watched the videos on the big screen because they've got a theatre in, like a cinema screen in the Riot campus, headquarters, whatever you call it. We had food there, stayed in a hotel, had beers every night. It was great. Fantastic.
That's really cool. So out of the YouTubers there, I would imagine you were in awe of quite a few of them, as some of them have like really popped off now as well.
Oh yeah. My first, the first YouTubers I met, one was Brandon from Potato Monster, which is a channel that has over 1 million subscribers. Another one was Dong Huop, and we all got a taxi from the airport to the hotel in LA. And initially I was like not phased at all because I never really knew these people. Like I'd seen some Potato Monster clips. I'd never seen a Dong Huop video, even though he's extremely popular. And so I wasn't really phased. But it was when we got to the hotel and then Brandon introduced me to Panzer Dragon, who I don't know how many subscribers he had at the time, but I was a big fan because back then he was doing, he eventually got rank 1 in the jungle, but back then he was doing his highly edited videos where he would narrate the whole thing, and I was super into it, and I was like, oh my God, it's the guy that I follow. And then, so I was super like starstruck then, and I was like, oh, I'm a big fan, and he was like, oh, okay, thanks. Like he was like, wow, there's a big fan here. That's crazy. I've got big fans. So he was really humble about it, which I thought was great. I met heaps of cool folk, but it wasn't, I suppose I never got really starstruck, but I was conscious not to come across like a fanboy or anything. So when I did speak to people, like I spoke to Pokimane and Fuzly, and I spoke to a heap of folk. Magikarp used to spent a heap of time speaking to him actually, and tried my best to be cool. And I don't know if I played it too cool, and they just thought, he's not interested in speaking to us. Because I was really trying to be like, oh, I'm not a mega fanboy. Don't think I'm a weirdo, a creeper, or anything like this. Just I am cool. That's how it went down. I played it too cool and then didn't speak to anyone.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys would be absolutely raging. As obviously, Pokimane is like really popular with the boys. A lot, like she has so many simps that follow her, and Fuzly as well. Mm-hmm. So, what are they like in person?
Pokimane I only spoke to her once, and the other time we interacted was when I just waved at her and she waved back. That's when she first walked into the hotel, so I was like, oh, hi. And then she waved back, big smile. So she was like really nice. But I never had any proper one-to-one interactions with her, but I did overhear her speaking to Dong Huop. And she was like, oh, Dong Huop, I just have to tell you, I really love your videos. And she was super nice. Really not what, like some of the things you see online, like how she's stuck up and all of this. There was none of that. None of that at all. There were people who, they weren't stuck up, but they looked as though they thought they were just not like they just didn't want to be there. She never came across like that at all. She came across really nice, really friendly. I didn't want to bother her, so I didn't speak to her that much. But when I spoke to her, really approachable, really friendly. Approachable, but I didn't approach her.
Perfect.
But who was probably even nicer was Fuslie. You mentioned Fuslie. She was so nice, like super friendly. Spoke to her on the bus quite a few times. She loved my accent. I mean, everybody does. Everybody did. You know, Americans love Scottish accents. It's the most attractive thing about me, so I had to lay it on thick, you know.
Yeah, they love Scottish accents because almost all of them say that their family's from Scotland, their grandfather owned a castle, and they're a direct descendant of either William Wallace or Robert the Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
All of America, all of
Oh, yeah? Hey, they were busy boys.
them.
Spreading the seed of love.
Okay. So actually, so there was loads of different YouTubers there, right? And you said that you were a huge fan of Magikarp used to fly, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You like his videos best.
Yes.
But which of the creators there did you like best as a person?
Two people stand out. Two people in particular stand out really, really well. Guido, who no longer, he basically doesn't make videos at all. I don't know if he still does. He was doing a podcast, Just Okay Gamers. He was so nice, such a cool guy. I think part of it is because I was in his group. So I was spending quite a lot of time with him, and we're the same age. We're exactly the same age. I think he's just a month or two older than me, so I wasn't the oldest person there. But he came across really well. I really loved him. And then Gordon Ramsay, not the Gordon Ramsay, but a guy who was Challenger Jungler as well. He no longer makes League videos as well. He's World of Warcraft now, streaming. He plays a lot of golf as well, but he was super cool, really cool. I mean, to be honest, everybody was cool. Like even Kiandi Mundi was super sound, funny as anything. Panzer our Dragon was cool. He was a bit crazy, but he was really nice. Brandon was especially cool as well. Brandon from Potato Monster. He was super friendly, really down to earth, despite being a multi-million YouTube channel owner. I just thought Magikarp Used to Fly was especially cool as well for how big he was, and he probably makes the most effort who wasn't in my group to make me feel at home, and he was cool. But yeah, Guido, Gordon Ramsay, Magikarp Used to Fly. I would say they are the three top friendliest, coolest people that were there. And Fuslie, out of the women, strangely enough, there was a divide between the women and the men. And Queen Bee, Bryony, she was super cool and friendly. I don't know if you've seen her. She's the one with the pink hair that you liked. She was super nice as well. So there you go. They were all cool, but particular shout-outs to them.
Like, who's that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. You can get her number for me then. Thanks.
Can you speak Portuguese? She's Brazilian.
I can get a translator.
Can learn. Aye. She speaks English. Her English is perfect, actually.
I can speak the language of love.
It's all you need.
Just burps.
Ciao. That was the Italian, not the Brazilian.
Oh no. Can't believe we brought that up. Right, okay, right. Okay. So, not long ago actually, you found yourself at the League of Legends World Championships in Paris. So again, I was insanely jealous of these cool opportunities that you're getting through YouTube, which is crazy. Do you want to tell us a bit more about that? Because that's insane.
Yeah, I was asleep the night before the 2019 World Championship Finals, and I got my phone was buzzing, my phone was ringing, and I picked it up, and it was Matteo saying, "Muzly, you've got a free ticket to the World's Championships. Get on the train right now. Pardon me. Meet us in London. We're going to cross the channel. We're going to Paris. Let's go." And my wife was sleeping next to me, and I was like, I can't. He says it's World's Finals, free ticket. Let's go. So I woke my wife up and I said, I just got a free ticket to Paris World's Finals. Can I go? She thought I was sleepwalk because I talk in my sleep quite a lot. I sleepwalk occasionally as well, but I talk a lot in my sleep. So she normally just says, yeah, whatever, and I roll over and fall asleep again. Well, she said, yeah, okay. And I got up and she was like, are you awake? I was like, oh yes, I'm going to Paris, baby. And then, so I got on the computer. This was at like midnight, probably. Midnight, yeah, about midnight. And then I got on the computer, booked a flight because I couldn't get the train because the next train was like 9 a.m. I would have got to London at like 2 p.m. and then it would have been like 5 p.m. and then it's like I've just trained all the way there. I then have to get a taxi. So I got a flight basically, 6 a.m. flight. I watched was it KSI versus Logan Paul in the airport because that was on at like 4 in the morning. So I watched that in the airport and then fly to Paris. Got a hotel I got a hotel even though I wasn't staying the night, but I got like a hotel for 2 hours just to have a shower, get freshened up, change of clothes because I'd been traveling. I hadn't slept as well. Got ready, taxi to the Accor Hotel Arena. We were effectively ringside. There were some people on the main floor, so we weren't a ringside, but we were like the closest seats to ringside that you could be without being an official sort of Riot Games person or World Championships person. And then met heaps of cool folk, enjoyed the place, had some beers, it was great, and then flew home the same night.
That's crazy, honestly. So that was going to be the next question was, who did you meet there? I mean, I did remember watching a video about it, and there was cosplayers obviously there as well as gamers and stuff. So, can I give me a little list of the people there that you would remember, cosplay wise, gamer wise?
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, what was that last bit?
Riot staff.
Riot staff. Yeah. I only met one Riot staff member person, and can't remember. I think his name was Scott. But when I was queuing up to get into the arena, he was walking past and I was like, here, how long's it going to get in? Here's my ticket. Like, where am I sitting and stuff? And he says, follow me. So he whisked me out of the queue, which was like a massive, massive queue. Initially, I was queuing in the VIP queue because someone checked my ticket and says, oh, you're in the VIP queue. So I was like, hey, VIP, here we go. And then I got to the front of the VIP queue and then the woman at the desk says, this isn't a VIP ticket. I was like, come on. I've just queued for an hour or whatever. And then she says, sorry, peasant queue is over there. So I went into the peasant queue. The guy was walking past. I grabbed him and said, where am I sitting, by the way? He says, just follow me. And then took me in and then showed me where, basically escorted me to my seat, past all the queues, all the busy people, just straight to my seat. I was like, you are the best. What was your name? And then I tweeted about him. I says, thanks to Scott. I think his name was Scott. The coolest, most handsome. He was handsome as well. He was a tall, handsome dude. I'm like... He was, exactly, yeah. And then I was like, this is the dream. So I went and got a few pints. I was sitting there. I was waiting for Mateos, who I was sitting next to. While I was there, Scooch walks past, and so did Rebecca Serenide, which is his girlfriend's name. She's a cosplayer. And then I says, hey, Scooch and Rebecca, I'm a fan, I follow yous. I said, and it was they tweeted, was it that day or the day before, 6-month anniversary type thing. I says, congratulations about 6 months and blah, blah, blah. I says, you just want a drink? They weren't wanting a drink, but they were super cool. They were like, hey, pleased to meet you, man, nice. So they went and had a seat. They were sitting 2 seats away from me. There was a couple of other guys that were sitting to my left who were apparently big YouTubers. I didn't know them. But then right in front of me was Your Princess, who is a very well-known person. Bit of controversy over things she said in the past, which we won't go into. But she was there. And then some big cosplayers. Stella Chu was right next to me as well.
Whoa.
Kadu Out, who isn't as well-known, but he was amazing. He was dressed up as Echo, who was a relatively new champion at the time and was one of the KDA champions. So he was dressed up as KDA Echo, and his cosplay was amazing. Who else did I see? I met heaps of folk. Met Yelko, Chibin, Proxy Fox, Caps's dad. I met him. because Caps was playing on stage and his dad was out in the crowd. Who else did I meet? I can't remember. I was just heaps and heaps of folk. And it was Ace.
That's crazy, yeah. That is mental. What do you think? What do you think it is that you do that creates these opportunities for you?
Well, that's a question I was asking. I asked Jared Rosen, who was a guy that invited me to the Riot Games, the Creator Lab in LA. I says, why? Why'd you invite me? And he said, we love your videos and we love what you do. And I'm like, but my videos get no views. I don't do anything really. But what I think it is there's a relatability in the sense that I'm a bit older, so these older members of staff will relate to me a bit more than they will the kids that are like sensationalizing and clickbaiting their videos. I'm very honest. I'm all about being nice and positive, and I'm all for equality and things like that. Like when the whole there was a lot of controversy about sexism at Riot. I spoke out against it and stuff, so I think they appreciated that. Like the members of staff who make these sort of decisions, they really appreciated that sort of thing. I think it's my general positivity and the fact that I genuinely enjoy the game, and even if I complain, it's not about the game, it's about the players of the game, because they're the ones that make it. Like anything bad about the game is because of the players. And when there are legitimate complaints, people don't do it in the most constructive way. They do it in a way that breeds toxicity. But I think it's because of my positivity generally that people want to give me these opportunities. It's just unfortunate that not more people see me and find my videos.
I think you're probably right, yeah, because it is obviously quite a toxic community, and yours is very inclusive and very positive and stuff, so perfect, yeah. Okay, so my next question, right? Again, the third time I was super jealous, actually. So, the coolest person that's ever subscribed to me is actually Jason Bradbury from The Gadget Show. Has been subscribed to my YouTube channel since I first started it. I have no idea why, but he did, and he would like chat to me and give me encouragement and stuff.
He's cool.
Which I thought that was really cool, eh? And I was like, that's ace. And he still watches my videos, which is mental. But I was very, very jealous because you got a subscriber. It's even cooler. And they followed you on social media, Nerd City and the Devil. How did that come about, and what were they like? Because that is my all-time favorite YouTuber. Their videos are mental. They're so creative.
The production value of the Nerd City videos are off the scale. They've raised the bar so much, and nobody has ever matched it. Like, in my opinion, I mean, there are some creators that could do it, but they just don't. Like, you see some of these editing, like people that are actual video editors, like what's his name, Kramer. He does video Copilot. Thingy Kramer here. What's his name? I can't remember. But there are people who are actual editors that don't make videos as good as that. And there's something so creative, like, it's just brilliant. I think he's one of the best YouTubers out there. Unfortunate that he hasn't made a video in such a long time. It must be at least 2 years, right?
Yeah, gotta be. Well, I checked a couple of days ago, actually, because I was like, well, it's been ages, and it says a year, but it says that until you hit 2 years. So it could be coming up.
So it could be like a year and 11 months. Did you not check the actual published date?
No, I never. No. I just.
We could check it right now if we want. But yeah, he followed me because of, right, here we go. Because of, and the video that pops up is the Lily Pons Thought Patrol. So his last video was the Lily Pons Thought Patrol featuring Max Mofo and Rusty Cage. It was published on the 8th of January 2020. So it's a year and 9 months, a year and 10 months, a year and 9 months, yeah. So a year and 3 quarters. Almost 2 years since that video came out. PewDiePie commented on it. RIP. Anyway, so he made that video, or there were a series of videos about Lily Pons, maybe 2 or 3. And I thought they were bang on. They hit the money on the mark. But then there were a bunch of people who were ganging up against Nerd City, saying he's lying. He's basically... the basic gist of it was Nerd City is lying about Lily Pons. She doesn't do any of the things that he claims she does. So I was like, I looked into these people, and they were a big gang of drama content creators, or drama creators. And then I made my own video saying, oh, I've noticed there's a bunch of dudes going against what Nerd City have said. They're ganging up. They're spamming hundreds and hundreds of videos about him, like collectively, on social media and stuff. So I made a video saying, here's why I think Nerd City didn't lie, and why these people are taking what he said out of context, or they're deliberately misunderstanding it. That video popped off for a channel of my size, and I got surrounded by this gang of people, and I beat them off one by one, like metaphorically. And easily could have beat them off physically, and because of that, I was followed by the devil, the tweet of the beast. He followed me on Twitter, and I was like, ooh, they've seen this video. And then Nerd City followed me a while after that, and he's commented on a couple of videos. And I'm not one to give away secrets, but we were in private conversation as well. But I'm not going to say what we were saying, but it was basically, thanks for making the video and sticking up for me. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I honestly, that was like the first time, other than the Riot Games Creator Lab, that was the first time a big creator had followed me and like shown a bit of support. And I thought, this is amazing. And I for a very short moment, I did think, well, if he really appreciates my efforts, is there a way that I could, I could be like, well, if you like what I say, maybe I could do a little segment for one of your future videos. Just give me the script. I'll read it out. I've got a sexy voice. Come on, hit me up. But I was like, nah, I'm starstruck. I don't want to come across like a creeper. Let's not do that. But yeah, that was cool. Really, really appreciated the follow.
That's really cool. I actually made a video ages ago as well where I mentioned Nerd City in it, and he left a comment as well, like being super nice. Mm-hmm. Never followed me though or anything like that, so it's very cool.
One thing I noticed is that he isn't one of these people that thinks, I've got 1 million subscribers, I don't need to watch your trash video, I'm not commenting on your trash video. He will genuinely spend a bit of time just to give some words of encouragement. It's almost like he doesn't see numbers, he doesn't care about followings, he just sees people, and all is equal. And whether you've got 0 subs or 10 million or 100 million subs, he will give you equal time a day and listen to what you're actually saying and stuff.
Yours was actually really worth watching though, because yours was kind of in depth. There was a lot of effort into it. The point and stuff. Mine was a simple video that lasted just for a couple of minutes that said top 5 favorite YouTubers 2020, and he still watched that, and I was like, what? I spoke about him for like 1 minute.
It does make you wonder though, is he a mega narcissist that just watches every single video that has his name in the title?
That's a good point. Yeah. Nah, I don't think he is, because he's obviously like super nice as well though. So. Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to say, just because he's super nice doesn't mean he's super nice. But like, it could be he's pretending to be nice so everyone thinks he's nice. But then if you're pretending to be nice and you're just permanently pretending you're nice and you never ever do something that's not nice, does that just make you nice? Fake it till you make it.
Mind blown.
I know. Like, I'm not a nice guy. Everyone just thinks I'm nice because I'm permanently nice, but it's just fake nice. In my mind, I'm thinking, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. But I'm outwardly really nice to everyone and do things for people, help people. I say nice things. I'm positive.
I think we're all like that to a certain extent, though. I mean, I was doing that yesterday.
I was joking. I don't think I hate you, I hate you. I'm genuinely nice.
So I just outed myself as a secret.
I did a Jedi mind trick.
You did. I hope the people I was with yesterday don't see this. I'm thinking like, what a dick. You were so nice.
I know. It's alright, we've got 0 viewers, it's fine, nobody's watching.
That's cool. Okay, so next question, right? This is quite cool, actually. I like this. Music. So I saw your videos where you were making League of Legends music. I didn't know you set up a YouTube channel for it as well, did you?
I created a separate channel, yeah. It's called Muzly Music. I think I've only got like 6 videos. I did, I've not had the time to make more videos, music videos. 17 subscribers, so if anyone's watching this, go check out my videos. The whole intention for the Muzly Music, it was when Twitch started slapping people with copyright strikes for listening to music on stream. And I thought, what people need is copyright-free music. And then I was thinking, songs have such high replayability that if you make one song that gets popular, that could be millions of views. And even though they're not monetized or anything, I made five songs. I need to make more, even though they're not monetized, I thought it's still a really cool way to provide something for people that might pop off, like it might catch some sort of traction. People might be really into it. And I did want to expand it a bit further, but it's so time consuming. And I know zero about music. Like, I know what I like. I can appreciate good music. I say good music. Some of the stuff I like would be considered trash by others, but I don't know how to make music. So it was partly to make something that people could use for free in a time when people were getting stung for listening to music on stream. And also I wanted to show the experience of learning how to make music from someone who had never studied it, never learned an instrument, don't know how to play music as in an instrument, don't know anything about music theory. So yeah, I just made a few songs, got some pretty positive feedback, but just very, very low views, which tells me it's trash.
I really liked your songs that you made. The way I don't think it's necessarily that it's trash. It's each YouTube channel has to have, what is it, on average, like I've seen some YouTubers say 150 videos. I've seen other YouTubers say you'll pop at 750 videos and stuff. But it has to be X amount of videos before YouTube will even take you seriously because of the whole bad actors thing, and they're trying to kind of
sure well, that's an interesting thought actually. Like how like is there a minimum number of videos you need before YouTube will start promoting you? Is it a real thing? Because surely a channel with one video, like there was a channel with one video. What was it? It was the Harry Potter one. You're a Wizard, Harry. But then that went viral. So I don't know. Unless you go viral, yeah. Will YouTube promote a channel that only has 5 videos, or will they wait to X amount? Like, do you need to make 20, 30, 100, 750? That'd be a bit extreme. It's interesting.
I think there is a whole thing though where basically they want to make sure that you're an authority on the thing that you're speaking about, and therefore you have to have X amount of videos to then be that authority to then be promoted, which makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, it totally makes sense. Yeah. I'll have to make more videos then. More music.
Well, that's why I haven't been put off YouTube yet, because I think to myself, maybe the people are right with the 150 minimum before you really get promoted, because I haven't made 150 yet. So it's like, well, I can't complain. Because I haven't done that many yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was over 2,000 on my main channel. Let me just check. But yeah, there were a few of my videos totally popped off, like 300, 400,000 views. But then I never capitalized on it. I was like, oh, that's nice. And then just didn't bother jumping at the opportunity. Where do I find the number of videos I've made? Doesn't it say? Can't find it.
As well, like with regards to the music as well, there's something quite cool about the fact that you're trying to get more creative with your spare time and with your YouTube videos as well. And I think like being more creative is good for your mental health. I mean, I haven't always been a videographer and a photographer. I mean, I used to be in the Navy, and back then I thought I didn't have a single creative bone in my body. And yesterday I was on a outing with all these different photographers and stuff, and all these different acrobats, and they were like, "Oh, this person's a portrait photographer. This person's a wedding photographer." And they're like, "Greg's an artist," and I was like, "What?" And they were like, "Yeah, he's an artist." And I was like, "Am I?" And they were like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay," And
are you?
I have no idea. I just see it as fucking about in my spare time. But according to them, you're like, your style is artistic, and I was like, thanks.
That's...
Yeah, there is something really cool about like spending your spare time doing things that are creative and stuff. So I thought it was kind of cool that you were like, hey, maybe that's like a little gap there where we need more creativity.
Yeah.
In Legends YouTube. So I
Well,
think you should.
in a way, yeah, because I have all these ideas about what the best content is. A lot of it is like, what would people enjoy? And I thought, if I make my own music and I make a video for the music, and if I make a song as well, because I was thinking there's this YouTube channel. Oh, what are they called again? I've totally forgotten their name. But they used to make League of Legends related rap songs, or sometimes heavy metal songs, and they would make a video with it as well. And I thought, I hadn't heard of these people, but I thought to myself, that would be a good thing to do. Make music, make a song, get some gameplay footage that fits with the song, like on the beat, on the downbeat, you're slamming a big attack or something, and I thought that'd be amazing. So you make a music video, a song, and the music all related to League of Legends, super creative, super replayable. And then I found out someone did it years ago and did it so much better and like actual professional level, but they stopped making videos about 2 years ago. So I thought, well, maybe there's still a hunger for it that goes currently unquenched, but it never really popped off. It's a mixture of I gave up because I don't have the time / I get disheartened very easily by the lack of engagement. I wonder if I did it on my main channel rather than a second channel, that it would have picked up a bit more steam. I don't know.
It definitely would have. I mean, one of the good things I do like about your YouTube channel is the way that you speak about League of Legends. You're really, really passionate about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even as somebody who had never played League of Legends, I watched your channel. I even watched you play League loads as well, just because I really liked listening to you be super passionate about it. And it made half the time it made no sense to me, but I would watch it anyway because I'm supportive like that. And when people are being creative, it's important to be supportive and stuff. It wasn't a chore because you sounded so happy speaking about these things, and I think that's one of the main things why people sub to your channel in the first place. And I think with the music thing as well, you spoke about it in Muzly Talks.
Beep.
And and I was like, oh, that's really exciting. Yeah, and you were speaking about it, and you were very, very excited about yourself speaking about it. And you put up one video about it, and then it just kind of vanished onto a different channel. And I think like that kind of positivity and enthusiasm, if you kept speaking on your main channel, that would have helped it pick up way more views. Because I didn't even realize that there was a separate channel until I went and looked on your page, and then I scrolled down and I was like, oh, wait a minute, there's where, because I was curious what happened with this idea. I thought it was an amazing idea.
I'll maybe need to consolidate it into the main channel then, because some of those videos I'm really proud of, really happy with them. In fact, shall we just take a look at them? Because we can share the screen right now, and I think it would be good. The question is, which video do I think is the best? Let's share. No, wrong one. Let's share. Where's my YouTube? There we go. Can you see this? Here we go. Right, we're cooking. I'm sharing my screen. If I go to my channel, here are the 5 videos that I made. I honestly think this Rage Skies by Tyler Disrespect is the best video, best song that I've made. But it's a rip-off of Dr. Disrespect's Red Skies.
I saw that. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
What else was out? To be honest, I really like all of these, except the Timo's March I think is a bit rubbish. Well, we just watch this one.
Let's do it, yeah.
Now, the only thing I don't like about this is that I sing. And I cannot sing.
Nice.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. I can hear it.
I don't.
Right, that's enough of that. Anyway, it continues.
Let's just watch it.
No, we'll watch one of the other ones. Just to give a bit of context, Tyler 1 is one of the most toxic, was one of the most toxic players in League of Legends, and he got permanently banned. This ties in with my trip to Los Angeles. And he got permanently banned across all accounts. Like, whenever he made a new account, he got banned on that account. So he was permanently banned from the game. He was one of the biggest League of Legends streamers. He was known for his toxicity, hence why he got banned. When I was in LA, I made a video with my group called... What was the video called? My Misfortune Cosplay. It was by Panzer Dragon. Oh, I should have known that lots of girls would have done it as well. Here we go. I did it in here. So let's take a look at this.
YouTube Creator Lab. Riot Games flies about 30 YouTubers out to sunny Los Angeles to create videos within the YouTube space. Let's join one of our teams as they brainstorm.
So, we were brainstorming ideas. What could we make as our video? So our video became a video about us brainstorming videos. And then we were all coming up with things. Oh, what about if we make a cartoon about a Riot theme park? And then Guido was like, what if I just do a little skit about being the shopkeeper and I sell people stuff? He was brilliant, by the way. And then...
Panzer Dragon is in the pink shirt, yeah. For the people that...
This one is Panzer Dragon.
Also, yeah.
the only guy.
And then Panzer Dragon said, oh, let's just dress up like girls and act like idiots.
I'm not crazy. She's my
Nice.
sister. What did that bitch say?
And then I said, oh, what about this?
On the seas of Bilgewater for a long time. I've gone up against Gangplank and I've taken down Misfortune. I'm not here for money, I'm not here for glory, and I'm not here for Misfortune's I'm only here to free my daddy. I know he used to be a bad man, but let's be honest. Who hasn't done some bad things? People can change, and my daddy's different now. But the people who are keeping him imprisoned just don't care. They don't care if my daddy's better now. They just want to keep him locked up. But I don't care what other people think. I know my daddy, and I know that he is reformed.
We can't. Good idea.
So that was about freeing Tyler 1 from being banned. And 2 months after that video, he got unbanned.
No way.
I got Tyler 1 unbanned.
And then he ripped you off with his ham merch.
What? Oh, yes, sorry, I bought some of his merch, hang on.
Or ham. I thought that was hilarious in that video.
That's another series that I canned, merch reviews.
Oh, I really like that.
And Nerd City commented on one of my merch reviews. This t-shirt, I ripped it to shreds. For the money I paid, it's quite a bad t-shirt. I mean, that is like, they're like stickers. I mean, if you saw my video, you know. But the coolest thing that came with it was this got him extra points. The Tyler 1 trading card. Can I get it in focus? There it is. That's pretty cool. So there you go.
So I guess the lettering on it is like the kind of stuff that would come off on like a hot wash.
I think so. Like I've never washed it because I've never worn it, but I would suspect that it would just fall to bits.
Savage. Well, actually, this is a perfect transition, actually, because actually the next question was about toxicity in League of Legends.
Yes.
Your thoughts on that? Now, as a total League noob, right? We were playing League the other week with EV Blue. I was getting roasted in the chat for being garbage. So what are your views on toxicity in League of Legends, and what can League do to make it better?
Excellent question. It's something I've been thinking about because as you say, I'm passionate about League of Legends. I think it's the best game currently out there. And I think that Riot does care. They really, really care. Especially the vast majority. I was going to say the mass majority. The vast majority of staff at Riot Games really care about the game, and they hate the toxicity that it is associated with. So, how can they tackle it? There are loads of ways, and I've noticed that they are kind of already trying to tackle it in subtle, unannounced ways. They released a playlist. In fact, partly one of the reasons, not one of the reasons, but one of the things I hoped to achieve, I suppose, with my I'm sharing my screen again, but Discord is so weird that where's my thing? My mouse. There we go. My music videos was partly like for streamers to use on stream or for anyone to listen to, copyright free. What Riot then did was they released their own Riot Games music copyright free. They released their own massive, amazing playlist of songs, and I listened to it not regularly, but these songs are, what do you call them? Retro wave, or it's like study music. You know these playlists that are like vaporwave study playlists. This is an hour and 40 minutes of chill music. Chill music. I think Riot Games released this because they know streamers will use this, and I've seen Midbeast, who's a mega big streamer, he listens to this on stream, and because it's all chill music, the streamer chills. And if a streamer chills, the viewers will see this as a role model of positivity and chilledness. Oh. And I think that they not subconsciously, I think they deliberately, but didn't say it, released this as a way to chill out a lot of the player base, like without them being conscious of it. Like
when schools used to paint their schools in a certain colour to make the kids behave.
I never knew that, but yeah.
Like a Tory Academy in Aberdeen was painted pink because there was supposed to be a psychological thing that would make the students behave better.
Yeah. Well, similar sort of thing. I thought, as soon as I heard this, I thought Riot have done this so that streamers listen to this on stream, so that the streamer chills, that everyone watching chills, and that it's much more difficult to be toxic and wound up and hating the game when you're listening to such cool, chilled music. That's one thing. Now, this is super cool anyway, and I'm pretty certain that all the people in here would have donated their song for free to be listened to. All of these creators, they're all such cool songs. Every one of them. A lot of them sound so similar, though, because they're all the same genre, like chill out, sort of, not synthwave. That's the totally wrong genre, but like chill. The only reason I said like synthwave is because there are study playlists that have synthwave in it. But yeah, this is like chill out music. So that's one thing. I did see an advert for a position at Riot Games. I can't remember the title. I googled for it actually not long ago, and it's obviously been taken up. But I'm pretty sure it was like a player behavior mentality, mental health specialist type thing. And I thought, well, they're obviously employing people to. You think I should have applied?
Well, I think you were right with what you were saying with they like your channel based on the positivity, which give you an actual edge for applying for that role.
Well, the thing is, depending on where it is, like if it's LA, I can't take that job unless it's remote working. But if they were to pay me, I would have to be paid upwards of 50 grand a year to do that job. Just because I'm greedy. Or if I had to move to LA, they would have to pay me $80,000 a year. Minimum. So they couldn't afford me, basically.
The dollar and the pound the same now, though. Oh, LA, that must be way more crazy.
Oh, it'll be way more expensive. But even if they were like paying my digs, paying my board, paying my car, my travel, all this, food, I'd still want $80,000 a year.
If you're watching, Riot, I'll do it for scraps.
It's the wife and child is an anchor to Scotland, so I can't leave anyway. But yeah, I would need to be paid a lot more than I am currently. But that was another thing that I saw them advertise, and I thought they're trying to reduce toxicity. I don't know what that person would do, but things that a lot of players have suggested. Punish toxicity. Punish it. Not just toxicity, because there's two types of toxicity. You've got or at least two. There's toxicity in chat. The amount of times I've been tilted in a game, like I've been so annoyed in a game because someone just types something. Like, our top lane is useless, even though I'm doing not bad. Or, you're all a bunch of feeders, I'm AFK. And then I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe these people are typing this, and it makes me want to type back and rage. I think so that's one type of toxicity that does get punished much more so than the other type, which is behavior. If I decide to just sell all my items, run under a turret and die, kind of like what you did last week or the week before. But you're a new player, you don't know. Like, I guarantee people would have reported you, and people will be like, how come this player didn't get banned? Well, it's because you're a brand new player. You don't know how to play the game like as well as everyone else does.
So easy to get angry as well. Somebody called me a feeder, right?
Yeah.
And I was angry, and I was like saying to you, right, I'm gonna go give these guys hell in the chat, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, do it, right? And the thing that's really stupid is, I don't even know what a feeder is, but I knew I was really pissed off.
It really annoyed you. Well, that's it. They could type anything. Like, I was a guy that was typing to me in Russian, and I was like, I have no idea what he's saying, but I know he's slagging me off, and that is annoying me. So it wound me up, even though I couldn't even read what he was saying. I later found out he was being incredibly offensive, and he did get banned because I got an instant feedback report. But I think correctly punishing players more often would be one way of getting reduced toxicity. But there is a huge issue, which is, how do you know who's correctly running it down, is what they call it. When you just run into turrets and die deliberately. Feeding is when you deliberately die to get the enemy stronger. You're feeding them kills. So people were saying you were feeding them kills, which, I mean, strictly speaking, you were, but it's because you're new and you were playing against players that were like gold. And you are brand new.
Yeah, but I hadn't played in like well over maybe like 2 years or something. Previous to that, I'd only played about 10 games in my life.
Yeah.
And I forgot I kind of need to stay close to my turrets so that I don't die.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then near the end of the game, I was like, oh crap, I'm supposed to be staying in my turret.
But then people don't understand that there are new players. I think that's another thing they could do, is detect when there are new players, make sure that they're playing with new players. And they do have detection systems in place where they've got a thing called Smurf queue. So if someone creates a new account, but they're obviously very good at the game, the Riot Games can detect that they are very good, therefore they've clearly played this game before. Or if it's not this game, they're very good at similar games like it. So let's put them in with other players that are also very good. So they know these things. So make sure that when someone's new, that they're playing with new players as well. And if they're genuinely new, like if they're on a new account, that doesn't mean they're new, because if they're really good, well, maybe they've played before, it's just a new account. So if someone's on a new account and they're playing badly, put them in with other new players playing badly. So that's another thing that would reduce toxicity. But even then, there are so many things that cause people to get toxic. I really think there should be proper rewards for spreading positivity. Now, streamers, people like Tyler 1 and others, I mean, when Tyler 1 was at a peak of his toxicity, people would just copy him because of how popular he was. They thought, well, he's popular because he's toxic. The number of people that were copycats being toxic just because Tyler was toxic, it was incredible. Like, it was through the roof. And I think if Riot Games were like, right, if you are positive, you get proper rewards, whether you're a streamer or not. I think if you type things, I think there should be the honor system back again. There's like, I don't know if you noticed, at the end of the game, you could choose someone to honor, and there are 3 reasons you can honor a single person. It's like a good teammate, untiltable, good shot calling or objectives, or team leader type thing. But you can only honor one person. Why not? Did you notice that? Yeah.
Well, I did notice it only because somebody said in the chat that I wasn't getting any honors.
Aye, that they weren't, or that you didn't.
Oh, that I wasn't going to get any.
Oh, right.
Like,
Yeah.
In advance, they're like, you're not getting any honors. I was just like, who are these people that are picking on me?
New player, by the way. But yeah, so there used to be a thing where you could honor anyone in the game, enemy, teammate, and you could honor any number. I think they need to bring that back. And if someone is particularly honorable, give them real rewards. Skins. There is a huge number of people, that only play ranked to get the skin that you get if you achieve gold or above. I think that smurfing in low elo would be way reduced if they changed it so that you get a skin regardless of your rank. And if you get higher ranks, you get different chroma. So I think there should be an iron chroma, bronze chroma, silver chroma, gold, plat, diamond, masters, grandmaster, challenger. I think there should be that many chromas for the ranked skin that you get at the end of the year, end of the season. Because currently what happens is players who are gold and above will play up to gold 4, and then they will stop playing ranked. And then I'm stuck with, while they're trying to get gold, I'm stuck playing with these people who are gold and above all the way to challenger. And I get utterly stomped by them and then get flamed by them because I'm garbage. And they stop playing at that point, and then my whole experience has been ruined up to that point. But I think Honor needs to come back, give Honor rewards, proper Honor rewards, skins. Riot probably won't do it because it's like, well, people pay for skins. Why would we give them away for free? Well, people only play the game if they enjoy the game. That will make people enjoy the game. People will play the game more to get those skins. People will be honourable to get those skins. And it really will encourage so many more people to be honourable. I should have taken that job.
You should have applied for that job. This is an interview right now, except I'm rubbish. I can't help you to write.
Yeah, Muzly, pitch the idea. How do we make the game better? Skins for everyone. You get a skin. You get a skin. You said a bad word in chat. You don't get a skin. You ran it down a few times. Let's review it properly to make sure it was actually intentional. You don't get a skin. You get banned for a week. I think proper rewards should follow good behaviour.
I've seen your videos where you're putting in skin codes and stuff, and people are like straight on that. You know, they're gone in like no time whatsoever.
And people get toxic if they don't get a skin. I once did a giveaway. I did a giveaway. It was design me a Twitch emote. Design me Twitch emotes, and I will give you Riot points so you can buy skins. I got about 20 emails. Half of them were from people who copied Twitch's actual currently existing emotes, saved it and sent it to me. And I'm like, well, that is not what I asked for. I wanted you to design a Twitch emote for me, my channel. The other half were so bad that it was like incredibly bad. I genuinely would have thought these people are taking the mick. They've deliberately submitted garbage to see if I'll pick them. There was one person that submitted good emotes, and he won the prize. The amount of comments when I announced the winner, oh, I put all that effort in for nothing. I'm like, well, it's a competition. You know, you try to win. That's like Deontay Wilder saying, I trained so hard. Why wasn't I allowed to win? It's like, well, it's competitions. Other people win. If you don't win, you lose. It's simple. People were mega toxic because they didn't win those prizes. People are mega toxic when they don't get a code. Oh, I didn't get a code. This is trash. This is garbage. There's a guy called Skin Spotlight who gives away skin codes. Every single tweet where he gives away codes, bots have taken them all already. I didn't get a code. It's like, mate, he's got hundreds of thousands of followers. Someone got them before you. Suck it up, move on to the next one. Don't comment, I never got one, this is so unfair. See if everyone gets a skin for being honourable. Wait till you see the game change overnight. Just wait till you see it. Honestly, I think if you gave away... I mean, people will still create Smurf accounts to be toxic on, but that's going to be microscopic in numbers compared to if you did make skins available for everyone and extra skins for people who are nice. How do I stop screen sharing? I don't want to click stop streaming. Is it that one? Yeah, it is that one. I just said stop streaming, not stop sharing your screen. Anyway, I think that's one way that would greatly increase the positivity in League of Legends.
It's a good answer. Yeah, perfect. Yeah,
and I think just to put that into a more concise thing, you do need to increase the punitive actions against toxic and intentionally feeding players, but there should be an equal, if not a greater amount of reward for good players and honourable players and positive players.
Perfect. Right, I think I'll jump on to the next question. We've been going for an hour, man.
I know. Let's wrap it up in 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Right. Okay. So okay. I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've still got like 7 questions.
Right. Rapid fire.
What could League do to improve the game in general?
I kind of like what they're doing. I think the game is only hindered by the toxicity. So if they improve the toxicity, you'll see mega improvements in the what do you call it? The views of the game, I think the game is pretty balanced. It's pretty fine the way it is. There are some things that could do balance-wise, and acknowledge there was a tweet yesterday, a couple of days ago, where it was a video. They said, we haven't released any champions that we think are overloaded in the past 2 years, or something to that effect. And everyone jumped on it and was like, you have to be trolling. Those type of things don't help. They just need to be more self-aware and increase positivity, reduce toxicity. The game itself will be better because of that.
Perfect. I think this would be good for something for quite visual to add into it. All-time greatest League of Legends cosplay you've ever seen. You would have to screen share for that, though, to bring it up.
Well, let me first Google it. There was, now this may be controversial, Leaving Art Pike cosplay.
I'm this.
That was one of the best League of Legends cosplays I've ever seen. And she got like banned / removed from competitions because it was seen as what was it called? Not blackface. Blackface. Yeah, I was about to say cultural appropriation, but yeah, blackface. Where is the cosplay itself? And then I'll share it with you.
Cosplay as well. How can that be blackface when she hasn't painted herself black?
It's a mask. Yeah.
Exactly. Doesn't make any sense.
I know. It's a lot of these things like cultural appropriation. I don't really understand it. If someone wears a kilt or wears tartan, is that cultural appropriation? If someone eats haggis and drinks whiskey, is it cultural appropriation? No, it's appreciation. And I think this was, and this truly was, look how amazing that looks. That is incredible. That's a woman, by the way. A white woman. I think that is such a great tribute to the character.
It is. Amazing.
There is another cosplayer who is amazing. I super enjoy her cosplays. Wanderlust Luca is her name, and she did an Aurelia cosplay that I thought was off the chart. I don't know if it's just because of how she looks, but look at that. People will just be like, shut up, you just fancy her. Well, Aurelia is hot, but she like all her cosplays are really good.
Gorgeous, yeah. I've seen her. Yeah.
You might have seen me liking and commenting on her tweets. That's not even her.
Thirsting on them.
Thirsty Muzly. Come on, get out of the cosplayers' DMs.
It's mostly Grandpa being thirsty that I see normally.
Oh, he's a pest, I'll tell you. What else? I think that's about it. There was someone that did MF. Someone I met at Worlds who was dressed as MF. I can't remember her name, but she did an incredible cosplay. It was beautiful. Anyway, they are my favourites. I really enjoyed that Pike cosplay. Wanderlust Luca is probably one of the best. Oh, and another one. I don't know how to say her name. Is it? It's like Analik. She did. I'm going to have to share my screen again. A Lilia cosplay. She's an amazing cosplayer anyway, but she did a Lilia cosplay. Now Lilia is like a centaur, so half human or half humanoid, half horse. Here we go. Look at this. Now I don't know if you know this, but this woman here only has 2 legs, but it appears as though she has 4. I thought that was incredible.
Yeah.
And she made it like it's not like a costume you can buy. She's not a well, I suppose she is a costume maker by virtue of the fact that she makes costumes, but like it's not her profession. I'm sure she must have some sort of seamstress training. But look at that. That's incredible. But there you go. Favorite cosplayers. Right, we need to be mega rapid now.
You're good. We've only got 3 more questions. Right.
Okay.
The next one. Actually, this was actually I was going to do a follow-up question about the music, which was basically this was more of a suggestion. I was going to suggest that the music that you make, why don't you get in touch with Riot and give it to them, and then ask them if they would like to distribute it.
I don't think it would. There's 2 reasons. Number 1, I hate approaching people for any reason. I don't know if it's my natural shyness or lack of confidence in that they'll even respond at all. I really have, what's the opposite of a brass neck? You know how some folk they just don't care and they'll just ask anyone, like they'll walk up to a supermodel and be like, fancy a date? And they're like an absolute slob, ugly monstrosity, but they've got a total brass neck, so they don't care about rejection at all. I'm the opposite of that. Like, even if somebody's like so blatantly into me and stuff, I would just be like, oh, I don't know. Like, my wife told me she was hitting on me for years before I finally, like, we connected. And she was like, I was trying to get in a bout for so long. Why didn't you take any of the hints? I'm like, I just don't get the hints, or I don't have the confidence, or so one reason is my lack of confidence. I don't have the confidence to approach someone. The other reason that I don't approach Riot Games and offer my music, I don't think it's good enough. I'm pretty certain that they'd be like, thanks, we'll call you, you know, like
You could even just ask them to retweet or something, you know? Rather than them distribute themselves, you could ask them to share it.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, I could be like, hey, Riot, I've made a bunch of songs for people to use for free, all inspired by Riot Games. Can you retweet for my everlasting Muzlove? I might do that. And then if they get views, I might be inspired again to make more music. Cyclical.
You've got to do what you've got to do to get views in, because
Yeah.
YouTube is not your friend for that at all. Okay, right. Next question was plans for the future for your main channel.
Currently, plans are 0. I am so busy right now. I'm a father to a 3-year-old, and I have a wife who likes to see me sometimes, and I'm busy at work. I'm busy with other things, family stuff, friends. YouTube is kind of like an afterthought right now. Every Sunday I get some time to do something, whatever I want with my time. I choose to make these videos, these streams, and then after this, if I get time, I'll do some video stuff as well. So the current plan is try and make some random things and hope that people watch it. But until my son is at a point where I don't know, maybe he wants to join me in making videos and playing games and blah blah blah. Until that point, the plan is nothing. Now, if you were to ask what's the dream, that's a different story. Now, the dream is that for some odd, strange, inexplicable reason, the word I can't say, if for some reason my videos blow up and I make more videos that also blow up and I just strangely become super popular for whatever reason, I would totally become a full-time YouTuber and / streamer. I'd spend a whole day making music. I'd spend a whole day playing games, a whole day doing parody videos, a whole day doing XYZ. I would treat it like a full-time job. The amount of YouTubers who get popular because they work hard to become popular, and then they're like, I've made it, and then they stop making videos. I'd be the opposite. The fact that I get popular enough to spend my whole time making the videos would just turn me into overdrive. I think that would be the dream. What about you? What's your dream? Because you've got a channel.
Well, basically, I'm just gonna keep making spooky content. And the spooky content that's good, I'm gonna make for the BBC, and the bits that I'm unsure of, I'm gonna make for my channel. And then basically, if it works out, then I might make it for the BBC as well. But I've been working with a lot of paranormal investigators and famous British authors that write horror and stuff, and I've been doing like Zoom videos with them and stuff. So I'm gonna make a bunch of videos speaking about all the different horror things that I've spoke to with these people. It's really cool. They like send me emails and stuff with like things to read and about like ghosts and aliens and everything. So it's really, really weird that I've become like pally with these people that are like proper authors. Like, it's mental. Yeah, and like obviously one of them was the lead investigator on the Falkirk Triangle, which is the UFO hotspot of the world.
The world.
Whenever there's anything happens with aliens, like Sky News and like the TV programs on like ITV and all that, these are the two guys that always get dragged in to be interviewed. And I've been having chats with them and stuff, so I've got some absolute gold for my YouTube. I just need to kind of get a bit of time. I've had like a busy couple of weeks, way more busy than normal. So I just need to get a little bit of time to kind of get these videos sorted out. I'm going to have some mad stuff for that, so
Look forward to seeing it.
It's good. Okay, right. Last question, right?
Here we go.
You're gonna hate me for this, but we're both very cheeky, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. We were playing a video earlier where you stopped it just when you started singing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, I think that would be the perfect way to end the show. Playing that video because we've got everybody curious now. You know, we can just sign it off with this video playing. And
Okay.
Enjoy the moment.
All right. I'll do it. You've convinced me.
I knew you weren't a spoil sport. I knew you would do it.
If my public want it, then who am I to deny? Right, let's share the screen. Are we doing it? Here we go. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's go. I'm going to make a cup of tea.
It's a very 80s feel at the start. I love it.
Why is it not doing it? It turned off. It's alright, it's back. It's basically a parody of Dr. Disrespect's Red Skies. It's exactly the same music. But I remade it entirely from scratch in FL Studio.
Nice.
Why I play anymore?
Totally helped you music, so no idea.
I don't
How long is it?
even
Imagine, like,
know.
you watch trial and error.
I don't even know why I play anymore. I don't even know. You can't until me. I'm enraged. It's time to run it down.
You sound like you're having an
You're
ace time.
losing it.
More music.
What was that?
You sound like you're having an ace time making this. Say you definitely need to make more music.
I'll have to find time to make more music.
I don't even know why I play anymore. I don't even know.
All made from scratch by me. The song, the video, everything.
Really cool. You can definitely make more music. I think that's ace. I mean,
It got 11 views.
I know it's got 12. Yeah, I think definitely incorporate it into your channel. It's fun. It's good. And you sound like you're having fun as well.
Oh, I was totally loving it. I actually recorded that while streaming. So I was streaming myself making the video, making the music. And then I was like, right, I'm waiting to sing the song. Are you ready? And then I sung it on stream. That's why on the second part of the main chorus or the intro bit, I sounded like I was like laughing a little. That's why.
Perfect.
Well, I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a strong ending, I think.
I think so. Are we,
Next week?
Next week, yeah, we have no stream next week because we are going to be out and about. Is that right?
We're going to be outdoors doing stuff in the real world. The outside world.
We're going to touch some grass and hopefully some other stuff. Well, folks, anyone who did stop and passed and anyone who watches the replay, thank you for indulging us for an hour or two or so. And we won't see you next week, but hopefully we will have some content throughout the week. And we'll see you whenever the next time is.
Yep.
Whenever that is. Peace out.